After a 10-hour flight from the U.S., we found ourselves in Munich, a city where you're constantly surrounded by history, and there's music everywhere, on the streets, in the parks, and of course, at the Munich High-End show. We're on the first day of the High-End show at the Munich MOC Convention Center. If you look at the floor plan of the High-End show, it'll look familiar to those who have attended the main convention center at CES in Las Vegas. There are, let's see here, 4 halls, or the Halle. Above 3 and 4 Halle, there are atrium levels, which have exhibit rooms as well as some open space areas. And as we go on in to Halle 1, we will see everything from widgets and headphones to real big boy systems. Even the VW microphones, being both German and local manufacturer. Germany, when it comes to turntables, you'll see everything from string drive, direct drive. Oh look, torsion bars, audio power plants. Been seen in the US.
Yeah, it's not, nothing is hollow, it's all solid machines. And this, of course, is a prototype, so we have to make it like this.
That's the view from atrium 3.2 and down. As you can see, there are enclosed and...
You know, Bill, I think going forward, Munich, Expona, and Rocky Mountain, that's all we need to do.
I think those are great shows. I mean, there are a few good regionals, but the big one's definitely Expona.
Yeah.
CES?
Now,
What's CES?
nobody was there last year, man.
I have no idea what that is.
Sad to see it go. Sad to see it go.
But
Lots of memories, right?
Yeah, I remember when it was at the, what was it, where the porn was right next to it.
Yes.
And the porn stars literally were making love in the high-end audio
dude,
bathrooms.
I remember
that story?
It was the convergence of men that have never seen women naked with a lot of women that are almost naked. It was pretty awesome.
Thank you,
That's
gentlemen.
true. Enjoy the music.
We're here in Munich. We're talking to our distributors about the Digital Active 3. This is a new product we've been working on for the last year and a half. And it's the design work, the engineering is just about complete. This is a bi-amp powered DSP controlled bookshelf, high-end bookshelf speaker that has built-in wireless streaming using Google Chromecast.
Wow.
As well as Bluetooth.
So it's that thing over there.
That's it. And it's gorgeous. The prototypes sound fantastic. You know, we have other people showing not built-in streaming, but bi-amp, tri-amp digital speakers using the same basic DSP concept in the $25,000 repair range. But this, with the built-in streaming, we expect to be $2,000 a pair. And this is something that is a product where you just take a pair of these beautiful bookshelf speakers, set them up, plug it in, set up the app, and you're streaming beautiful, gorgeous, high-end sound. Easy and very appealing to a lifestyle buyer.
Sounds great. What's new in München?
What it's doing? Just the usual, a big show. It didn't get cancelled. And there are a lot of people here and much to see and not enough time to see it all. So I'm doing the best I can.
Speaking of dueling shows, did you just see the announcement on Toronto?
No?
Sarah and Michelle, who do the Montreal show?
Yes?
They're scheduling a show in Toronto a week before it happens.
Why?
I don't know.
Why would they do that? Why would they do that?
That's right. All right.
So this is the audio industry eats its young? Is that what this is about?
I think it is.
Not this industry. You know what? I can never...
Have a good show. We're like little hamsters, you know, there's 3-legged ones walking around.
Why can't I find my show guide?
Hi, Bill. Welcome to Munich. I've been here for 2 days now. It is without any doubt the best attended show on the planet. Number 2 is Poland, but for the time being, let's talk about Munich. absolutely everyone is here. Everyone has new product, but best of all, there are people here who are under 100 years old. This show is an absolute must.
You're ready. Okay, so, well, what's not going on? I mean, it's a great show, especially for us this year, because we're in 5 different rooms. So in the modern room, there are 20th year's anniversary, introducing the Memento 2, all masterpiece. Estalon has their extreme limited edition in the Rolls-Royce finish, I think, using all signature series. We have the Purist and Goebel room, using also all masterpiece equipment. And we have the acoustical systems room, which I'm headed to right now with a new speaker I don't know the name of yet, using also signature series. And then we have our own room. First time ever we actually show reference series ourselves, so that's a funny thing because that's our entry level. And well, the not cheap stuff, but the least expensive stuff we make, so that's fun for a change. So yeah, it's fantastic.
With CES starting to fade in importance for audio, this has really taken over. It's much more from a marketing perspective, from a PR perspective. We're getting a lot more companies coming here. I'm getting dozens of press releases coming out a day, whereas beforehand it was 1 or 2, and there would be dozens a day coming out for CES. So it really has started to replace that. And I think I'm seeing a lot more people on an international level, seeing a lot more international dealers, a lot more international business. As we expected, this is kind of the most important show.
Well, as I just mentioned, there's so much good at this show that it would be silly to diminish it. It's not only is it undiminishable, you can't really contain this show in a normal human sentence. That having been said, some of the more interesting things have been things that aren't at the show, but are things that are being talked about at the show that are coming. If you want to get great news, just like if you want to see great products that you're not going to see at any other show, this is the place you have to be.
It's great, except
okay.
for what?
No, except, well, it's too many Germans, unfortunately, in Munich, but, you can't do much about that. But one thing that is good, quite actually being serious about the show, there are a lot of women at the show.
Being serious about the show. Okay.
There are a lot of women in a European hi-fi show, and there's absolutely no women, or virtually no women in the American one. People are into hi-fi in this country in a much greater degree than they are in America. And that is very gratifying as a manufacturer to actually talk to the end user and realize as people who kind of get what you do and understand what you do. So it's good. But then again, there's still too many Germans.
Cheers.
Munich is a melting pot of everyone in the world, and they're much friendlier and much more interested in audio than your typical U.S. customer, and it's very interesting. You get a lot of different perspectives and a lot of different insights. So it's very educational and interesting. You come in Munich.
What you see here is the world's first cast iron cannonball sub, strongest sub, and it will be the best sounding, not the loudest in the world, not the biggest in the world, just the best.
We're here at the Munich show. We're debuting for the first time a complete whole Avid system, right from the cartridge right the way through the speaker. We hope by the end of the year to have everything in full production and distributed all over the world through all our 40 distributors. The Munich show is a fantastic show and is the place to come to see all the wonderful products in high-end audio.
What's really cool for me is the fact that we have this community of vendors and manufacturers that come together to show their craft to everybody that really loves music. And it's really special, I guess is the best thing I can say about it. So for me, it's a joy and pleasure to be here. It's my 5th year, I'm coming back every time.